morning. So today we're actually going to talk about a fascinating thing, and that is time travel. Welcome again. If you've not been here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and that way you don't miss a video. Here, like I said, every day is a new beginning, and today we're diving into an incredible topic. Well, this topic has fascinated minds for centuries: time travel and its possibilities. So grab up a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's explore. Time travel, just the phrase itself actually ignites the imagination, from blockbuster movies to huge debates. The idea of moving through time, it captivates us, but one has to wonder why. What makes time travel so compelling? Perhaps it's because time is the one thing we cannot control. It moves forward relentlessly, and it leaves us with memories of the past or dreams for the future. But what if we could break free from its grips? What if we could journey back to relive history? Or what if we could relive history or leap forward and see what's in store for us? I don't know about you guys, but I'd be interested. Today, we're going to explore three key questions. Number one question: what is time? 2, is time travel scientifically possible? And 3, how does time travel intersect with our own understanding of reality, spirituality, and hope? So let's start at the beginning. What is time? Okay, this is one of those concepts we all experience but rarely stop to define. Scientists describe it as a dimension, much like space. Just as we move forward, backward, up, and down in space, time might be another dimension we could potentially navigate. But here is the catch. While we freely move in space, we're stuck in one way, going on that journey through time. Why? That brings us to a special little word in physics called entropy, which is entropy. And I may get that wrong, but it's a concept in physics that describes the universe's tendency to move from order to disorder. I think of it kind of like this. It's like the egg. An egg breaking, you can break an egg, but you can't unbreak it. It's that one-way movement. It's called the arrow of time. But some theories in physics, like those proposed by Einstein, challenge this. Einstein's theory of relativity revealed that time is not constant, but time could actually stretch, shrink, or even stop under extreme conditions. For example, astronauts aboard the International Space Station, did you know they age slightly slower than those of us on Earth? It's due to a thing called time dilation. Does this mean we've already discovered a form of time travel? Well, kind of, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's go deeper. So section 2 here, let's talk about time travel scientifically possible. So the physics ponder: traveling to the future, traveling to the past. Traveling to the future, Einstein showed us that time and space are interconnected in what we call space-time. If you could travel close to the speed of light, time for you would actually slow down compared to someone standing still. This means you could, in theory, travel into the future by simply slowing your own clock relative to everyone else's. Interesting, right? Of course, this is hypothetical. Experiments with the atomic clock have proven this effect, though. A clock on a high-speed jet ticks slightly slower than the one on the ground. Of course, these are tiny fractions of a second, but the principle's there, you get it. Now let's imagine a spaceship capable of approaching the speed of light. You board the ship, travel for a year, and you return to Earth. For you, just 1 year has passed. But on Earth, decades or even centuries may have been gone by. In essence, you've traveled to the future. Traveling to the past, well, here's where things get tricky. While future travel aligns with Einstein's theory, traveling to the past raises all kinds of paradoxes. Those famous what ifs. What if you traveled back and prevented your own birth? That's a question. What if you changed a major historical event? These paradoxes make past travel seem impossible, but some scientists have proposed solutions. One ideal is the multiverse theory. According to this, altering the past would create a new timeline, leaving the original timeline unchanged. Then there's the concept of wormholes, or shortcuts through space-time. Imagine space-time as a piece of paper. If you fold it in half and punch a hole through it, you could connect two distant points. Theoretically, a wormhole would then let you travel between those different points in time. So, time travel reality. We've explored the science, but what about the human side of time travel? Why are we so drawn to the ideal? Time travel represents both hope and regret. Again, when we think of time travel, we dream of fixing past mistakes or glimpsing a brighter future. It's a way of wrestling with life's biggest question. What would I change if I could change it? Is the future set in stone or do we shape it? Movies like Back to the Future and Interstellar, they tap into these emotions. They actually show us not just the mechanics of time travel itself, but the impacts on relationships, choice, and destiny. So, of course, no good time travel talk would be good without talking about the spirituality of it. It's interesting. Time travel also intersects with spirituality. Many religious texts describe God as existing outside of time. Take a look at your own Bible. 2 Peter 3:8, for example. With the Lord, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years like a day. I have to take a drink of water, guys. Hold on. So this suggests that time as we know it might be just a part of creation, not an unchangeable law. Let's go deeper. Hold on. I don't know if you guys have Dead Alive, but I'm telling you, you get thirsty. Okay. So if it's not an unchangeable law, then that's something to think about. Prophets in the Bible often receive visions of the future, almost as if they were spiritually time traveling. Could this mean that time travel in some form is not just a physical possibility, but also a spiritual one? Perhaps. Time travel is a reflection of our desire to understand eternity. I thought this was really interesting, so I took a look at the different times on Earth versus the planets. Did you know that Mercury, 24 hours here, would be 58 days on Mercury? And let's take a look at Venus. 1 day on Earth, 243 days would pass here, 1 day in Venus. It's crazy. Let me see if I got that right. Venus, length of days, 243 Earth days. Yes. So we would pass 243 days and Venus would just be done with 1 day. And on Earth, 24 Earth hours would obviously be the same on Earth, but Mars would be a little over. It'd be 24.6 Earth hours. Jupiter, 9.9 Earth hours. So we would have like a little over 2 days or something for 1 day on Jupiter. For Saturn to cross and do its whole axis thing, it would be 10.7 Earth hours. I'm just going to say the Earth hours here, and you guys can go look this up if you're interested. 17.2 Earth hours for Uranus. And then 16.1 Earth hours for Neptune. Interesting. The longest one, though, was Mercury. 58 days on Earth for 1 day on Mercury. Is that not interesting? Let me see. So fascinating. Fascinating. I'm going to show you guys this clip. Hold on. Let's see if you can see this. Can you see it? There's the planets. There's their days. And then compared to Earth. I find that fascinating. So the concept of time, its nature, and its passage matter deeply in a biblical context because it shapes our understanding of God, creation, and purpose, and eternity. Discussing time from a biblical perspective can actually deepen our faith, provide clarity about human existence, and encourage preparation for eternity. Here are several biblical reasons why the discussion of time is significant. 1, God's sovereignty over time. The Bible emphasizes that God is not bound by time, as humans are. He's external, existing outside of time, and controls it. Scripture supports it. Before the mountains were born, or you were brought forth, the whole world from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. Psalm 92. Outside of time, he is. With the Lord, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years like a day. 2 Peter 3:8. It reminds us that God's perspective on time is vastly different from ours, which may seem delayed or slow to us, but actually perfectly aligns with his divine plan. Time is actually a gift from God. Every moment we have is a gift from God to be used wisely. The fleeting nature of time reminds us of life's, little sliver here and making the most of it. Psalms 90:12, teach us to number our days that we may gain our heart of wisdom. Ecclesiastes 3:1, there is a time for everything, a season for every activity under the heavens. Understanding time is important. We're encouraged to live purposefully, aligning our lives with God's will. And it prepares us for eternity. I'm just going to read you some more scriptural support. Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. Ephesians 5:15-16. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. Isaiah 55:6. Time is not endless for us in this life, and the Bible encourages us to use it to prepare for eternal destiny. The vision awaits an appointed time. It hastens to the end. It will not lie. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay. Habakkuk 2:3. And then we see times being changed in Daniel 2:21 as well. As long as it is day, we must do the work of him who sent us. Night is coming when no one can work. John 9:4. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know the day or the hour. Matthew 25:13. So we have to be vigilant. That's what it tells me. Hope you guys found this video interesting, and see you in the next one.